Yesterday for those of you who were here, I was getting at you about how we should be loving our neighbors. And it's interesting that we've got that today here in the first reading, where he says, no, excuse me, just wait. Lord have mercy, where is it? I can't find the actual text, it's here. But it's basically said, as long as we love, yes, no one said, but the whole thing about God is love, and then loving one another. If we love one another, God will live in us. Anyway, that's just a hangover from yesterday, and for the rest of our lives as well, I should think. Today, we've got this wonderful gospel about Martha and Jesus, and it's got overtones for me of the wedding of Cana, in that, and also John chapter 6. The wedding of Cana, if you remember the wedding of Cana, where Mary and Jesus are at the wedding, and they run out of wine. And we have Mary who turns to Jesus and says they have no wine. And then her response to, this is not my hour, her response is to the stewards, do whatever he tells you. And here Martha, Jesus has arrived, and Martha, you can see the difference in faith between Mary and Martha. Martha has faith. There's no doubt she has faith, but it's an imperfect faith. If you had been here, he would not have died. It's true. If Jesus had been there, he would not have died. But as you know, there's a greater miracle that the Lord wants to show by allowing Lazarus to die and to be properly dead, just to make sure everyone knows. But there's that kind of slight criticism. Jesus, you should have been here. And so he wouldn't have died. But I know whatever you ask of God, he will grant you. And there's an implicit plea. Please do something. I don't know what you can do or what you will do, but do something, please. With Mary, there was just that solid faith. They have no wine. He has no life. In Lazarus' case, the wedding, no wine. Here, no life. Mary, they have no wine. It's nothing to do with me, woman. Do whatever he tells you. He's going to do something. I'm not going to ask. I just know he's going to do. And she leaves it to him. That's her faith. Jesus is going to act. Martha doesn't quite have that faith. And so there's that pleading. I know whatever you ask, whatever you ask of God, he will grant you. So there's that lesson in faith for us, that Mary trusts that Jesus will act implicitly. Martha, there's that slight pleading, please do something. I don't know if you will. Please do something. He will rise again, Jesus says. And she says, yes, on the last day. I know this. And at the resurrection. And basically Jesus says, you're looking at the resurrection. She's talking about the resurrection as an event, something that will happen, like when coronavirus is over, the resurrection. And Jesus say, no, it's not an event. It's a person. It's me. I'm the resurrection. I'm life itself. The only reason there is life is because of me. And I've come that you might have life and have it in its fullness. He who eats my flesh and drinks my blood will have life in them. If you don't, you will not have life. I am life. Eat me. Receive me. Be filled with me, and you will have life. You will never die. And when you do die, I will raise you up. This is the life that God wants to give us. Pure life, the life, real life, which we receive here. and Martha, like Peter, showing her faith. I believe that you are the Son of God, the one who is to come into the world. Lord, whatever you say, it will happen. I believe. And so we're encouraged to have the faith of Peter, the faith of Martha, and to reach even higher, the faith of Our Lady, knowing that God will act, trusting that he will act, and that by coming to him we'll have life.